KSC presence. This teen was the only one to join the cheer squad, but when she stepped up the crowd went wild. At Messalonskee High School, Kaitlyn Berthiaume was the only girl that wanted to join the cheerleading squad. But the reality of going it alone didn't deter her from participating in her beloved sport. Instead, she stepped up, and the crowd couldn't help but cheer for her too. More than 700 students attend Messalonskee High School in Oakland, Maine. Kaitlyn is one of them, and the 18-year-old began her senior year in the fall of 2018. Kaitlyn is passionate about cheerleading. She had served on the Messalonskee squad since her freshman year. She told News Center Maine, "I love it. I love the sport." But by the time she became a senior, the squad setup was not the same. A lot of the girls on the team last year weren't able to do it this year for personal reasons, or they just didn't want to, Kaitlyn continued. So, she was the only one interested in joining the squad, and she had a decision to make. For Kaitlyn, it was a simple choice. "I was like, hey, I'll do it. I don't care if I'm standing there by myself," she told News Center Maine. So, she rejoined the squad and became its de facto captain under the guidance of two coaches, Annie Dobos and Mela Couture. To prepare for cheerleading season, Kaitlyn attended practices with Annie and Mela. Outnumbering her by 2-1, it meant they could pay close attention to the teenagers' stretching and workouts. Kaitlyn's coaches were impressed by her dedication to the sport. Couture told Inside Edition, "It's unheard of to only have one cheerleader, and for her to kind of just stick with it is amazing in itself." Of course, Kaitlyn did miss having a team around her. She told News Center Maine, "I love stunting. You can't really stunt with one person." But she did note one benefit of cheering solo. "There's no one to compare me to, so if I mess up, it's just me, no one can know," she said. Kaitlyn admitted she was a bit scared to hit the sidelines alone. "I get really nervous, I'm always nervous," she told Inside Edition. Her mom Kim said her heart sank when she found out her daughter would be cheering solo. "I really felt bad with it, especially being her senior year," Kaitlyn's mom Kim said. Plus, her mother recalled, she was so nervous at the beginning of the year that she didn't know if she was going to be able to do it. But Kaitlyn defied both her own fear and her mother's worries to serve as Messalonskee's only cheerleader for the 2018 football season. And she received plenty of support along the way from the community at large, as well as from her coaches and loved ones. For instance, the 16-member cheerleading squad from Lawrence High School in Fairfield, Maine, invited Kaitlyn to cheer with them at a game one night. One of the girls from the opposing squad could only laud her rival school's sole cheerleader. Seeing a single cheerleader on the sidelines was a little bit weird and unusual for the girl from the Lawrence squad. However, she said she thinks it is amazing that she's continuing to cheer by herself. So cool. Back on the Messalonskee sidelines, parents of Kaitlyn's fellow students were also impressed by their children's school's only cheerleader. One mother said, "I so admire her for being able to be out there and lead those cheers, it's amazing." Another mom added, "Oh, it's tremendous. She's been awesome at all of the games this season. It's really inspired all the kids at our school. They've been able to get behind her and cheer a little bit louder this year. It's been great." Along with the students in the stands, Kaitlyn receives cheers from her coaches too. Coaches Mela and Annie chants along with their solo cheerleader during football games. They also offer up plenty of support to their squad of one. Even Mom Kim shouts along with her daughter, as she knows all of the words to the cheerleading chants. Kaitlyn told Inside Edition, "I've been doing this for 4 years, and she knows just about all of my cheers." Mom Kim added that the decision to cheer along with her daughter was a simple one. "I have to help support her any way I can. Whatever I can do to give her that support," and the crowd has actually picked up and helped as well. Coach Mela to tell News Center Maine that she was shocked at how the community came to perceive Kaitlyn. "We've gotten a lot of positive feedback. Coach Annie and I definitely want her to know that she has a much bigger influence than she realizes," she said. Kaitlyn's father agreed, telling Inside Edition, "It's very, very emotional and very, very inspiring." As for the cheerleader herself, she had a simple bit of advice for anyone else mustering up the courage to go for what they want, even if it meant going alone. "I get out there and I just smile, and I fake it until I make it," she explained to News Center Maine.